Okay, I gotta get my voice together for this one, y'all. Let me drink a little something. Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, 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 I'm Cara D. Thank you for coming to have Girl Talk with me on my podcast, I'm My Feelings. I'll be discussing things that'll have you reflecting, but also have you intrigued. Have a seat and let's start this healing journey together. And also remember, the growth never stops. Hi, everybody. It's Cara. Thank you for coming to my new podcast, I My Feelings. This week is just gonna be pretty much like an introduction. Um, so let's see. I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. I decided to start this podcast because it was just weighing heavy on my heart. I feel like with me being on this spiritual journey, I feel like I understand a lot of things and a lot of people a whole lot better, especially with me doing a whole lot of reflecting and healing myself when it comes to situations that have happened, well, relationships, situationships, whatever you want to call it. Me healing those aspects when it comes to my life and just trying to get a whole new perspective when it comes to life altogether. I feel like everything really and truly happens for a reason. Like I said, I'm 30. I did go to college. I went to UCF. My major was human communication. So it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of tie all in together. I feel like I said, everything happens for a reason. I feel like everything is coming in full circle. The reason why I chose human communication, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I just wanted to get up out of college, but my first true love was actually broadcasting. So, like I said, everything is coming in full circle. So, yeah, I wanted to do broadcasting, but I just went ahead and I settled for human communication. I probably should have stuck with broadcasting, but hey, whatever. My whole thing when it came to broadcasting, if to this day, if you ask my mom why I wanted to broadcast, like every time she asked me, I would say, oh, because I want to be next to the ballers. I want a ball player. I want to interview them being hot in the ass. I just wanted to be next to a ball player. I wanted to marry a ball player. Now, not so much because I feel like there's some whores. Some of them, not all of them, but hey, whatever. Let's see. So I started my healing journey last year. I would say like July of last year, like in the middle of July of last year. This was after some things had happened, like with somebody that I was talking to, and then after me and my baby's father broke up, and it was just like some things had happened, and it kind of kick-started. I was like, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, and I started doing some deep reflecting, like really, really deep reflecting on myself and paying attention to like how I act in certain situations. And like when I was growing up, a lot of people used to say I had like a nasty attitude, and it's just like, no, I to this day I don't feel like I had a nasty attitude. I feel like I just didn't play with people in certain situations. And then yeah, and yeah, it is what it is. So something that a lot of people don't know about me, and it was just like for so long I was just so scared to let people know that and get into my little bubble like that. I read cards. I do. I read tarot cards. I know people may ask, well, why do you do that? Oh, that's witchcraft. I'll save it because I don't do it for that sense. I actually like reading cards, and I actually like seeing the fact that what I pull, it actually do be coming into fruition. So, yeah, don't judge me when it comes to that. If you do judge me, that's your business. I don't care. That's you, not me. But yes, I do read cards. I actually enjoy reading cards. Yeah, it is what it is. I feel like I am truly connected with God, the universe, my ancestors. I truly feel like they do be talking to me. They do send me signs. They do let me know like they are around me. They are protecting me. So yeah, if y'all don't believe in that's your choice. It is what it is, but those are my beliefs. That doesn't make me less of a person just because you don't believe in what I believe in. Another thing else that I have a daughter. She's 4. She's on the spectrum. We still trying to work out those things. I do take her to therapy. I'm a full blown mom. I work full time, and also I just decided to start this podcast because I feel like people could resonate with where I'm coming from in certain situations. Maybe not, and if you don't, that's fine. You can let me know. I love hearing people's. I love hearing people's perspective when it comes to different things. I'm a Libra. I weigh the scales. I like to see things I like to see things in people's situations from every angle. I like to hear this person's point of view, this person's point of view. Baby, I weigh the scales. I weigh the scales. So yeah, that's just me so far. So when it comes to my episodes that I will be putting out weekly, my objective would be pretty much like the self-care and like discussing things that went on throughout the week and how it affected my week and how did I do to like resolve the issues that I have dealt with. It'll be like a little therapy session for us in my eyes. And it's nothing wrong with a little therapy. It's so funny because sidebar, remember I was talking about like God and my ancestors speaking to me. Speaking of the time, it's 11:11. Make a wish. But no, for real. So, back to the little backstory of me. Like when I was younger, well, yeah, when I was younger, I was a people pleaser. Like I would find myself like pretty much going out on the limb just to make other people happy. But like in the end, I wasn't happy at all. I will often find myself like being in mental conflict about the situation. For an example, like how I should have responded or how I should have handled a situation because of the simple fact that I did not want to do it. But baby, now I'm saying no. Like I don't mind saying no and I'm not scared to say no. Like as I have grown and matured, like for me, I have noticed, and I'm not even going to say notice. For me, I'm okay with setting healthy boundaries. But like before, I felt like by me saying no, I didn't want to ruffle anybody's feathers or like be on anybody's bad side just because I said no. Because a lot of times you would truly see like who a person really is once you stop giving them what they want, and when you set boundaries and say no, like a person's true colors will show. That mask is going to fall off. And it's just like a lot of times I did not want to upset people or get on their bad side, or I didn't want them to talk bad about me because I said no or because I didn't do something that they wanted me to do for them. Now I don't care. Like, I really don't care. And like my mom, she used to get so upset with me, or if she didn't get so upset, she felt some type of way. She felt some type of way a lot of times when I'm like, I don't care. Or like, it is what it is. But it's just like, that's my way of putting myself first and not allowing other people to project on me, or pretty much not allowing other people to try to dictate my life and what I should be doing. Because when I was younger, like I would say a child, I'm not even going to say younger. When I was a child, my aunt, she would always say, oh, you're so selfish. You're so selfish. But it's just like, she will only say, I'm so selfish because of something I wouldn't do. Like if I did if she wanted me to do something for her and I didn't do it, or I caught an attitude, or I didn't give pretty much my cousin something that she wanted, oh, you're just so selfish. And it's just like, well, who's really the selfish one? Is it me or you? Like, excuse me. Am I selfish because I'm not doing something that I don't want to do? Or are you selfish because you expect for me to do something that I don't want to do? Because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. Nobody is around here calling you selfish or jumping down your throat. So just like that, yeah. that's yeah. And don't allow people excuse me, I'm sorry. Don't allow people to make you feel bad or make you feel some type of way just because you're sticking to your guns, you're standing your ground, and you're saying no. It could be something so simple as, oh, well, can you go to the store for me? No, I'm good. I don't want to go. Don't allow people to make you feel bad because you not doing something or you don't want to do something that they want you to do. Because a lot of people, when I say a lot of people will try to guilt trip you into making you do something that they want you to do. So it gets to a point where now I'm speaking my mind a lot more, and it's a lot of people don't like that, and a lot of people can't handle it because I was this person. I was the yes man. Like I stated before, I would do things for people even though I did not want to do it. I would still do it. But now the fact that I'm speaking my mind, I'm standing my ground. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. But is that my problem? No, it's a them problem, not a me problem, and I had to realize that. And my mom always told me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. In a lot of situations now, when I'm standing my ground and I'm setting those healthy boundaries, I try to do it in the most graceful way possible because a lot of people, and I was the type of person that felt like I had to approach, when I set those boundaries or when I say no, I had to be aggressive about the situation. But now it's like you get more from people than giving them shit. You get more. Damn, what is the saying? You get more from honey than shit. It's some little saying my auntie would say. But now I truly understand that now. Because if I set those healthy boundaries and say no, but I do it in a graceful way, a lot of people will accept that a lot more. Or if I ask somebody to, and I know for a fact like they should be doing it, for an example, my baby's father, if I handle our situation with a lot more grace, a lot more kindness, I would get a lot more out of him. And that goes with anybody. I would get a lot more out of people when I be a lot more graceful, a lot more kind, and just like coming straight out with my true intentions instead of trying to manipulate the situation. Because I used to try to manipulate situations, coming in being extremely aggressive, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get anywhere. And that came with a lot of maturing. I noticed I'm not gonna get anywhere being that type of way. And it's like when I really hone in on my femininity, I get a lot out of people, a lot more out of people. And I wouldn't say that's manipulation, because this is who I'm truly am. Like I'm a nice person. Like I flirt a lot. I flirt a lot. I don't know how that's gonna work in relationships, but that's another topic for another day. But it's like I like being love and light. I like being positive. And yeah, when somebody come at me with the negativity, my thing now, what I do, I'm like, ew, ew. And it's like, when I say ew, it kind of, it triggers people. Like, well, damn, what the fuck wrong with her? I'm like, no, what is wrong with you? Like, stop. Why are you being so negative? Especially if it's a nice environment. The atmosphere is great. And like, this is just, you know how those people be. It's like this one particular person that is just like this Debbie Downer that just, and I be quick. Ew. I literally just did that to my auntie on Christmas. But we gonna talk about that later. But I do that now. Because it's just like, I'm loving light. Like, I try not to think about things on a negative level. Soon as when I think about something, I try to come back, get out of that, try to come right back with something positive, because once you change your mentality, your whole environment is going to change, and a lot of people don't realize that. But of course, one more time, that comes with maturity. So, anywho, now, another thing about myself, like I said it before, I tend to speak my mind now, and my whole thing is that when you say what you need to say, when I say what I need to say, I don't mind for people to come back to me and say what they need to say, because guess what? We both not thinking about the situation. We both got what we need to say off of our chest, and we're just gonna move forward. That's me now. Like, say what you need to say. Okay, we go talk about it, because communication is key. We go talk about it, and then we just gonna move on from it. Like, we're not gonna dwell on it. And like, I just move on, being so unbothered about the whole situation, because at the end of the day, that little pressure that was on my chest that I needed to get off my chest is no longer there. Now, the question is, how are we gonna move past this situation? We gonna talk about it. If you don't like something that I said, say that. I don't mind you telling me that. But what I don't like is for a person to sit up there, hold on to it, let it fester, and then try to bring it up later on, when it later on in an argument, when it doesn't have nothing to do with what we're talking about at hand. Say what you need to say right then and there about that particular issue, so we can move past it. That's just me right now. It's just like communication. I'm all about communication. I'm all about saying what you need to say, because at the end of the day, people cannot read your mind, and I cannot read yours. I'm not about to try to read your mind. And yeah. And with that being said, I think that's enough about me for one episode. I will see you next week.